Great, thanks, Lang. The information I'm sharing on the outreach and education subcommittee and our efforts here should be pretty brief. So we'll hopefully be able to get a brief break in a few minutes before we start our parade of networks this afternoon. So if you haven't taken a look at our MPRINT Hub website, I invite you to do that. You can find here information on the activities we do and information and contacts for each of the core facilities and research centers under the Centers and Research Course tab. You can also contact us through the contact tab, and there's also an opportunity to fill in a link for an email request alert, so you stay informed of upcoming events. This is still a somewhat in process website, and of course we'll add the knowledge base and research core portal to this at some when it's ready to be launched as well. So look for some upcoming changes on the website to enhance its utility to everyone. So as I mentioned earlier, we are on social media, and I invite you to follow us on any of the social media platforms that you utilize. This shows a little bit of our statistics on who's following us. Currently, LinkedIn is our most frequently used platform with 189 followers and more than 6,000 post engagements since it launched last fall, followed by Twitter and Facebook. So we're at MPRINT Hub on Twitter and at mprint.hub on Facebook. We have about 31 followers on Twitter, so I invite you to join there, and 23 followers on Facebook. And we also have just launched an Instagram account at the MPRINT Hub. And if you've been following us on social media, you've seen the countdown to our annual meeting. You'll also find information about other meetings we'll be at, and some general information that could be of interest to the maternal and pediatric research community. As I mentioned, one of the things we've hosted is educational webinars. We had 6 webinars over the last few months since December. We're currently on a hiatus for summer. We thought everyone would be on vacation, and we'll pick up again in August or September with a new round of webinars. I do invite you to go to the Whova app. There's a couple of poll questions with this session that one will ask when your favorite time is for the webinar. We'd like to see as many people attend live as possible. However, I know we'll never find the right day and time to fit everyone's busy schedules. So these are also recorded and available on the MPRINT Hub website as well. And we can also are taking suggestions for topics or speakers for the next round of webinars as well. And for these, we're also working closely with the T32 Pediatric Clinical Pharmacology Fellowship to try to coordinate but not duplicate webinars. So T32 fellows can make the use of both resources. We've also had some participation in meetings and events over the past year. As I mentioned, at the ASCPT annual meeting, there were several posters and sessions that we've participated in. I've given a couple of international talks about MPRINT, one in Seoul, South Korea, and the other at the Congress of Pharmaceutical Sciences in Brazil. Several of us have participated in the BPCA stakeholders meeting last December and the FDA Maryland CERSI pharmacokinetic evaluation in pregnancy workshop. I know Vanderbilt and others have been well represented at the CPIP PGRN meeting. And then there's been talks more localized at universities. I know all of us have given talks within our own institutes, but then also outside. Virginia Commonwealth University, Cincinnati Children's Hospital, Stony Brook Children's Hospital, for example. And as I mentioned, we'll be hosting a symposium on the BPCA and MPRINT initiatives at the ACOP annual meeting in October. Again, we want your feedback. We all are taking suggestions on speaker and topic ideas, frequency and timing of webinars, and where you'd like to see us. If you have society meetings or events that you think representatives from the MPRINT Hub should participate in and make our case known for research in maternal and pediatric therapeutics, let us know. Obviously, you know, we all have our small little sets of meetings that we attend every year, but we would like to get more involved in the larger community, and the only way we can find out about things is if others tell us about it. You know, and let us know which social media platforms you want to see us on, and what types of posts you'd appreciate the most. And with that, I will take any questions, and thank you for, again, participating in our meeting and joining us today. All right, so I'm going back to the chat. Lang, I think there's one on the data sharing plan. Is it compliance with the USG or NIH data sharing requirements?
Correct. So part of data sharing, we're definitely following data sharing policy published at NIH.
Right, and then Phil Wilson asks about industry collaborations with MPRINT. Currently, I don't know that we have many. We're certainly open to collaborations, but so far our focus has been more on the NIH and other the Gates Foundation collaborations, but that's one of the things we are trying to build here and interested in supporting. Are there any other questions about anything you've seen this morning that we can follow up on? Or obviously we're going to have plenty more time to discuss the MPRINT Hub over the next 2 days. If not, I thank you for your patience and your attention. I know it's been a long morning of lots of talks, but we'll now take about a 15-minute break and return at 2:30 to start our parade of networks. Thanks.